What's up guys, it's me, Janne here, and in today's video I'll be comparing a F2 kit car against a Group A rally car. And yes, I did this video before on DiRT Rally a few months back. The link to that is in the description. But I'd like to point out a few things about this video before you insult me in the comments about doing the same video all over again just to get more views and all that. Well, the whole idea of comparing F2 kit car to a Group A rally car is coming from Rally Catalunya 1999, where Filip Bugalski won the overall WRC event with a F2 kit car, even though they were like legit WRC cars in the event as well, and somehow Filip Bugalski was able to win the rally with a front wheel drive car. And yeah, in DiRT Rally when I did this video I had a Peugeot 306 and a Subaru Impreza from 1995. Okay, I still drive the 306 kit car, but now I have, within the abilities that DiRT 4 has given us, I have been able to drive a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 6, which is technically a Group A car, but it competed in the same rally where Bugalski won. And yeah, I still don't have the Citroën Xara kit car, but I do have the Peugeot 306 kit car, which is quite similar when we are talking about weight and power output and all that. So I think this is somewhat appropriate comparison to make. And also in DiRT Rally I used Monte Carlo since there wasn't any Spanish location available in DiRT Rally, but here in DiRT 4 we have the Spanish location, so I thought that I'd do the comparison there since it would be more appropriate compared to the real life events where Bugalski won the rally. And yeah, another reason why I'm redoing this video is because in DiRT 4 I feel that the car's weight has been simulated a lot better than in DiRT Rally, and in DiRT Rally the Subaru was slightly quicker than the kit car, but I think that has to do also with the fact that the cars were lighter in the game, or at least they felt that way. And here in DiRT 4 the cars actually have weight into them, and they make a huge difference to the way that the car drives. And now it is time for a little bit of predictions before the actual driving starts. In 1999, Bugalski won the rally over Oriol by, 31.8 seconds, and this is according to EWRC.com. And the rally distance was 396.01 kilometers. So I counted how much faster Bugalski were over Oriol per kilometer by dividing the amount of time with the amount of kilometers, sort of to get like how many seconds per kilometer Bugalski was faster. And he was, according to my math, it can be wrong, 0.08 seconds per kilometer, so less than a tenth faster than Oriol over the event. So, but yeah, obviously there are a lot of variables in the rally, for example weather and road position and all that, even though it doesn't play that much of a role in tarmac rallies compared to gravel rallies. So as the average difference between Bugalski and Oriol was 0.08 seconds per kilometer, and I'm driving a 3.7 kilometer stage here in DiRT 4, I should get a 0.296 second difference between the kit car and the Group A car. So that is something that we have to keep in mind. And also what is interesting to compare is the AI times within DiRT 4. And yes, both of the times were driven by the Sebastian Alvarez in the game, which is known as the main dog, fastest of them all. And with the kit car his time was 2:18.535, and on the Group A car his time was 2:24.417. So basically there's roughly around 6 second difference between the cars according to the game. And yes, the Sebastian Alvarez was driving the 306 in his kit car run and the Evo 6 in his Group A run, so I think that they are comparable as well. So basically the game thinks that the kit car is 6 seconds faster than the Evo 6 on the stage that I'm driving. So basically I should be 6 seconds slower than on the Evo than on the 306, and that kind of shits on the math that I did, that I would get a 0.296 second difference on the stage. But yeah, I think that now we should start the stage or the drive, and let's start with the Evo since it's a new car and all that. Here we are on the start line with the Evo 6, and during the 3 runs that I drove, I noticed that it is super easy to overdrive the car, you know, go too fast into the corners and get the rear end to kick out. And I believe that that is because of the better weight transfer simulation and all that in this game. And oh yeah, I drove both of the cars with the default setup since they are equally horrible in the car, so I don't think that that makes any difference in this one. But yeah, here on this run you might see that even though I'm driving quite well, in my opinion, I still go a bit too fast in a couple of the corners and the rear end kicks out under braking before because of that. For example, on this left hander I get a bit of a slide because of that. And yeah, I hit the handrail or the guardrail on the side, but I don't think that it made a huge difference on this video. And the stage was quite good, sort of test stage, since there were slow corners and fast corners, so it wasn't just about top speed, and I think that it might actually have some sort of good representation of Rally Catalonia, even though I haven't driven the route myself. But yeah, the Evo feels quite solid to drive, you know, just as long as you can discipline yourself to not go too fast with the car. That's the way you can avoid the slides, and we do know that driving, you know, sort of cleanly is fastest way to go on tarmac in most of the cases. Obviously hairpins make a difference, but yeah, this car was really fun to drive, because you actually have to think about how you position the car going into corners and all that, since the weight transfer actually makes a difference in this game compared to Dirt Rally. You just can't save the car with handbrake going in the return. And here we are reaching the finish line. So yeah, that was the run with the Evo, and yeah, here we are stopping for the Marshall, and now it is time to go with the 306. On the start line with the 306, the main difference you can notice immediately with the cars is that this car has way higher pitched engine sound, and I like this car's engine sound a bit more, since it has that sort of Formula 1 vibe, being naturally aspirated. And yeah, obviously this car is front wheel drive compared to the 4-wheel drive of the Evo, so it is a bit different to drive. And I noticed a clear difference between the weight of the car. I felt like with this car I could go way faster through the corners, and I could carry more speed into the corners and all that. I feel that this car was a lot more agile and easy to control going close to the limit, compared to the Evo 6, which was somewhat clumsy of a car, if that is appropriate to use here, since it's a lot longer and heavier and all that. And yeah, as with the Evo, this car also has the default setup, and it's quite horrible in this one as well. You get sort of quite a lot of understeer, especially in the slow corners, So I do think that this car might be actually worse on the slow corners, since it has not that good of acceleration compared to the four-wheel drive and a bit more horsepower of the Evo. But on the fast flowing section, this car is easily better in my opinion, since it's lighter and you can carry more speed into the corners. So obviously that should be faster. And yeah, this is a fun car to drive as well. You can attack the corners quite a lot with the car, you know. As I was saying in the Evo run that I overdrove the car really easily. There wasn't any that kind of problem with this car. It was really hard, at least for me, to overdrive the car. And this off at the end of the stage had nothing to do with the way I finished. I just clipped the bank too much on the inside, and it shouldn't affect the time of this run, so this should be somewhat valid. As I predicted before the runs, the kit car was faster. Here are the times, and yeah, you can see that the Evo 6 was roughly 3 seconds slower compared to the kit car, so the game's 6-second difference was not, at least on my driving, was not the accurate difference between the cars, but also my math that showed that it should be some sort of close to 3/10 of a second. The difference was rubbish as well. It was somewhere in between of that. So yeah, and now to see where the difference actually came from, or the real life, real time development of the difference between the cars. Here I have side by side video with both of the cars to see where the difference comes from. Here we are on start line, 306 on the left, Evo on the right, and you can see that the Evo gets ahead in the beginning. It has a better launch from a standstill thanks to its four-wheel drive system, and I think that it might have, or actually it has, more developed differentials as well. But yeah, in the beginning the Evo is ahead, but after a while the 306 catches up to it because of the third and fourth gear corners and the fact that the 306 is lighter and it can attack the corners with more speed or carry more speed through the corners, and especially on these fast left right left combinations the 306 is miles ahead of the Evo 6 thanks to its lesser weight. And yeah, a bit of a slide there from the Evo going in again. There you can see the sort of overdriving that I was talking about, that the Evo tends to slide a bit more when you go a bit too fast into the corners and the rear end gets slightly loose, whatever. And yeah, the 306 is already quite a lot ahead of the Evo 6, as we can see from videos. Yeah, it just showcases that the F2 kit cars were truly amazing tarmac rally cars, since for example this 306 and the Xara as well, they developed mostly for tarmac driving as far as I know, compared to a rally car that has to tackle all the different kind of conditions and surfaces from tarmac to mud, gravel, snow, ice. So yeah, basically the kit cars were front wheel drive, almost like circuit racing cars that were just used for rallying. And yeah, the 306 is easily quicker than the Evo 6. And yeah, that was the video and the comparison and all that. Thank you so much for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, you know the deal. And if you have any suggestions for the same kind of comparisons within the game, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on Monday with another Maximum Attack Monday. Thanks for watching, bye bye.